start, some general thoughts on tonight's game.
Yeah, I thought it was a good hockey game for the most part. Both teams had their opportunities. Obviously, they got the last one and converted. So I haven't seen the penalty and I haven't seen the goal against in overtime. So I can't even speak intelligently. So those won't be talked about.
More questions for Coach?
Had kind of a playoff game kind of feel to me, as far as I could tell. Very, very tight to the vest. Not many great scoring chances throughout the game, it seemed like.
Yeah, I would agree. I thought both goaltenders played well. I thought you had to earn your space. You know, I thought that defensively both teams were fairly sound.
Any update on Evan Campbell?
I'm sorry?
Any update on Evan Campbell?
No, he's. I know obviously he got hurt and he'll be evaluated tomorrow morning just to see the extent of the injury.
What do you think of McGuire compared to last time you saw him a couple years ago now?
Yeah, I'll have to watch a film to evaluate that. Obviously, both goalies played fairly well. Low scoring game.
Anything else for Coach?
Start off with some general comments from Coach Quinn.
Well, it's playoff hockey from here on in, and it certainly had a playoff feel to it. Every inch of ice was contested for, low-scoring game. I thought we had some great chances we weren't able to capitalize on, and I'm sure they had some great chances they weren't able to capitalize on. I thought we did a better job defending the second and the third period. I thought we were a little sloppy early on in the first, but overall a huge win for us, and certainly understand the challenge we're going to face tomorrow.
Mike Moran hasn't scored many goals over the years here, but they almost always seem to be big ones.
Well, he works hard. He's got a great shot. He really does. And it's a great play by Charlie, and you know, a timely goal because they had a little bit of momentum at that time. They had the power play, and they didn't get anything out of it. But you know, they had us hemmed in a little bit right after that, and we dodged a few bullets. And Charlie makes a great pass, finds Mike, and Mike does a great job burying him.
And that Lowell goal, did Sean just think the defenseman was coming for it, or?
I don't know.
Or what?
I don't know. We haven't talked about it yet, but we'll certainly have to clean that up a little bit. That was.
But it really gave them life. I mean, you were kind of had the upper hand.
Yeah, I thought we were really doing a good job in the third period, not giving them much. I thought we had the puck. I thought we, did a good job pressuring them, and then that kind of turned the tide a little bit. And, you could feel it on the bench. We were a little bit demoralized, but obviously got a huge power play goal. And, Sean handles the puck well, so just was one of those things. It looked like it took forever to develop. It felt like he stood behind the net with the puck for about 15 seconds. Next thing you know, it's in the back of the net. So.
When the officials are reviewing the goal at the end, what's the feeling on the bench in terms of did the guys think it was good? Or
Well, Greenway thought it was good, but I mean, we were preparing if we, to play on, and that's what you have to do. You can't assume you're going to score, and you're almost preparing them. Hey, you're almost preparing your team that's not a goal. So if it is waved off, you're not surprised and you're not, set back by it. So we were talking about what we needed to do a little bit better on the power play, on the rush, and on the zone entry, and if we got it in, and just wanted to keep them engaged and not think about what might happen. And then obviously we're all ecstatic with the result.
What do you attribute Greenway's seemingly improved play the last 15 or 16 games compared to his first 13?
Well, he's growing up. People look at him and they think he's 30 years old, but he's an 18-year-old kid. And college hockey's hard. And he's got a lot of ability, and he's growing up, and he's been immense these last 2 months.
When you were mixing and matching your lines in the third period, I think the only line you kept together was Clarkson and his line. What was the reasoning behind that?
Well, I think I kept Clunan. I made some changes early in the game, actually. I put Clunan on the left wing with JFK and Danny. I put Andrin on the left wing with Carpenter in the middle and Belanger on the right. So I actually moved to two centers. When the game started, we had Clunin in the middle and Belageron in the middle, and I moved them both to the wing and put Carpenter in the middle and then put Moran back in the middle. So it was a quick experiment, and we didn't like it, so we went back to, made a few changes, and, you know, pretty much stuck with that. I put Moran with Clunin and, with Andren and Carpenter a couple times in the third period. So, you know, just a gut feel.
Are you gonna go back to the old?
I don't know, we'll have to watch the film, but I think we're gonna probably keep it the way it was the last 2.5 periods.
I'm just curious about, you know, you get a 4-on-3 power play, and how often does that come up in like a practice situation? Like, is
Not
that
enough, and
something-
I literally said, that's our fault, we hadn't practiced it in God knows how long. I can't even remember the last time we practiced it, and that's certainly on us. I mean, that was our fault, you know, because there was a lot of uncertainty, and that's the coach's fault. We hadn't practiced it, I don't think, since before Christmas, so.
Safe to say that's probably one of the only 143 you're gonna play at 4-on-3 all year though?
I mean, in
I-
the last 2 years, I think we've had 2 5-on-3s, and I don't think we've had a 4-on-3. So I think what happens to us as a staff, you forget to work on it, because, not forget, but you don't never have it, so you don't address it, you know? So that's, there's no excuse, so that's our fault, and that, we'll certainly address that.
Any update on Somerby?
He's fine.
What has allowed McGuire to come on the way he has the last dozen or so games?
Well, he's been a great goalie for a long time before he got hurt, and when you miss a full year, you're not gonna pick up where you left off. And he struggled early, but we never lost faith in him. We knew he was gonna eventually get back to being the goaltender that he's capable of being, and he has been immense in the last 2 months.
Charlie makes that lead pass on the goal by Moran. What has he been doing to keep that offensive element to his game going?
Well, he's got such great vision and poise. He has that ability to find the middle of the rink as well as anyone I've seen. And, you know, he just made a heck of a pass.
Anything else? Thanks, Coach.
Thank you.
So Jordan, can you describe the game winner?
Yeah, so, let me see, what do I remember? Well, I remember the puck got to the point, you know, I was kind of alone in front, and Grace just got the puck to the net and got my stick there deflected. So it was a good goal, pretty exciting.
Was there ever a moment of doubt you thought it was a high stick?
I was just hoping it wasn't.
You know, Mike, you haven't scored a whole lot of goals over the years, but it seems like almost all of them are big ones. Satisfying to get a goal in a game as important as this and late in a scoreless game?
Yeah, I think, I mean, obviously, I thought it was a little, we haven't scored, obviously, against BC last game, and I think Chuck made a great play, nice pass, and I just tried to put it under his 5-hole, and luckily it went in. So, yeah, it was nice to, you know, get our line out there and score a big one.
How much is it in your heads right now that, you know, if you guys can sweep this weekend, kind of have destiny a little more in your hands in terms of getting that first round bye?
I think definitely it's in the back of our minds. Obviously, we're just looking at tomorrow. I mean, Lowell's a great team, but you know, if we were to get that win, it would be definitely huge for us.
When was the last time you scored on a breakaway like that?
I don't know. Maybe in practice last week.
But any others in your playing career during a game come to mind?
Last year, sort of.
Yeah, being put out last
Okay.
year against Northeastern.
Jordan, more satisfying to get a goal, a game winner like this in an important league game, or to get the goal at Madison Square Garden?
Wow, that's a good one. Wow.
Wasn't trying to stump you or
No,
anything.
that was a good. Both are. I think both of them were pretty big needed goals, you know. So, but I mean, I guess this league game was a little bit probably more important, you know. We really want to get a sweep this weekend, and I just want to have an impact on the game. You know, I didn't think I did a ton before that, so that definitely helped out, you know.
Jordan, Coach talked about you in the last 15 or 16 games after compared to the first 13 or so. What do you attribute to, besides just experience, you know, your improved play the last 15 or so games?
I mean, like playing with Ati and Rainer that really has helped me out a lot, you know. Obviously 2 seniors who are great players, you know, they have a lot of experience and they just helped me out a lot along the way. And coach has been on me in practice, you know, in the games and just about like skating, getting pucks to the nets, having more of a shooting mentality, you know, and it's just kind of taking it all in and just trying to incorporate into the game. It's been working out for me so far. So.
Mike, with kind of your last few regular season games winding down here, how are you trying to contribute as both a leader and a player?
I can't believe it's winding down, but just kind of doing the same stuff. My role's kind of been the same all 4 years here, so just kind of like an energy guy, doing all the PK and just helping the team as much as I can.
When you have those quiet moments in the stands pregame, does it dawn on you that is that something you think about, that this is close to the end?
Probably lately. Just coming to the rink. I mean, I've been coming to BU since I was 1, watching games, watching Mountains play. So, yeah, it's definitely kind of surreal that it's coming to an end. But you know, hopefully we got a pretty solid team here this year, and we can do something special if we keep playing the way we're playing.
What can you guys say about Sean McGuire's play lately? If he's kept you in games, those strong games like this.
He's been unbelievable, but he's always been like that. I mean, I know his record didn't show it the first 2 years, but he's a great goaltender, and he's one of the reasons why we're in the position we are.
Great, thanks guys.